morning and welcome to the very first broadcast of the SATNAC Industry Solutions Challenge finale. Today is the very first of our presentations that will be done by students from around the country. We have a wonderful panel of judges today, and over the next 3 days we will have a number of innovative presentations which we will all be broadcasting with you here on the SATNAC YouTube channel. Before we begin, I would like to give a little bit of background to SATNAC for those viewers or for those who are joining us who do not know yet about SATNAC. So for the last 26 years, Telkom has hosted what is now known as the Southern Africa Telecommunications Network and Applications Conference, which is SATNAC. And in fact, this year's conference is the 26th edition of this prestigious conference. And the vision that SATNAC has had over these decades has been that we bring together industry, academia, and government within one forum as a way to shape the future of technology, as a way to shape the industries and part of society that are in fact impacted by technology. But in recognition for what drives innovation, in the country and in the world at large, SATNAC has at its core the value for research, especially homegrown research, to say how do we use research to solve the challenges that we have nationally and within the region as a whole. And in order for us to grow homegrown research, the first approach, the primary way of doing it is to develop researchers, is to train generations upon generations of researchers, of scientists, of engineers. And over the last 30 years, almost 30 years, SATNAC has produced academics, engineers, technologists who have gone on to lead the industry. Many of them have grown to become now leaders of academia as well. So that is what SATNAC is about. And the program we are launching, the finale for today, the Solutions Challenge for Industry, is one of such programs that SATNAC runs to fulfill this mission. So with the challenge, we work with the prestigious partners for SATNAC, the sponsors of the conference itself, who share in the vision for investing in students, investing in the collaboration between industry and academia. And over the course of 4 months, our diamond sponsors within the SATNAC community issue industry solutions, so industry challenges rather, so problems and opportunities that are relevant to industry. And students are then given the opportunity to apply their academic knowledge, to apply their innovative thinking and their research acumen in solving these challenges. During this program, SATNAC invests quite deliberately in training the students on methodologies for innovation, on how to solve problems and how to think differently beyond the realm of academia, how to apply business thinking as an example. And what we'll see in this presentation is the outcome of such training. So it is a great pleasure to open and launch the finale of the 2024 Industry Solutions Challenge. And today we are very proud to announce that our very first sponsor who issued the first set of challenges is actually Amdocs. We have here with me in studio the leadership of Amdocs. We have also members of our academic community, as well as our partners from the broader industry. And I'm going to let my fellow panelists introduce themselves. They will be working with me here as judges for today's presentations, and then we'll take it from there. We're going to begin with the CEO of Amdocs South Africa. Ndate, please do introduce yourself, and we'll go to the subject matter expert from Amdocs.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. P.T. Monaghan, I'm the Chief Executive of Amdocs South Africa, and it is a pleasure to be here with Telkom, SATNAC, and all other members of the industry in moving ahead and trying to come up with solutions which we as a company harness, assist the students that are with us and make them real in life. As you can see, we help those who share the future and make it amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Priti.
Hi, Sabi. Thank you for the opportunity. It is really a pleasure for us to be here as a diamond sponsor. We really love, okay, to be part of this beautiful, wonderful event, and we see the enthusiasm of the students, okay, over the years, okay, that we have seen. I'm Pratik. I help, okay, to provide the solutions, okay, to our clients, okay, telecom in particular that I'm working with. And as Piki mentioned, it's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Before we go to Professor Thomas, one thing to mention is we premiered this program with, I think the very first was in 2022, which was the SATNAC hackathon at that point. And Amdocs was actually the inaugural sponsor of these types of engagements. And Pratik, as you'll hear in the rest of the sessions as well, each of the diamond sponsors dedicates over 4 months. Some of the most experienced experts in the industry. And during the challenge period, these experts actually provide guidance to the students on a weekly basis in multiple forms of education, of materials, of sharing data, of sharing knowledge. So Pratik, thank you very much for your time, and thank you to Amdocs, for allowing you the time to dedicate to the students.
Great, thank you.
I appreciate it. Professor Thomas?
My name is Thomas Endorsing. I am currently working with Telcom Industry Solutions Lab, which is situated at Wits University. I am an associate professor. My interest is in the space of operational efficiency. I'm interested in delivering better value to customers. So I am very much looking forward to the presentations. I have read the brief, and they're fantastic. I'm very much interested in seeing the students. Some of the things that they're going to talk about are amazing, and I look forward to that. Thank you.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Promise, please.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor and a privilege to be here as a judge. And my name is Promise Mabena. I'm from APSA under Tech Enablement. We maintain systems for finance. And I am looking forward to see the innovative ways that comes from students into bettering the issues that we are facing each and every day in technology.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. It's an honor really to be sitting here with this panel of judges that we have today. Before we proceed, we are going to receive a welcome message from the chairperson of SATNAC, who is the Group Executive for Innovation and Transformation at Telkom Group, Dr. Maki Yankees. And after she welcomes us all, we'll proceed directly into the presentations and discussions. Dr. Yankees.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the 2024 SATNAC Innovation. I'd like to acknowledge the students in and beyond South Africa from across our country and our continent who have submitted and put themselves forward to solving some of the most pertinent challenges facing organizations as well as our society as a whole. It has been an absolute pleasure to see students coming together in their various teams to tackle some of our most pertinent challenges. I'd like to acknowledge our coaches and mentors, as well as the training organization that have played an impactful role in helping the students shape the various solutions that will be presented today. This is an opportunity for you to take the learnings of this process to implement them in your lives as you grow your career path, where some of you may end up actually starting their own organizations. Well done to the R&D team from the Telkom Group, which has worked immensely to ensure the success of the challenge. I want to acknowledge the following organizations who have played a key role in sponsorship for this program and have helped us shape it to what you see today. Amdocs, Huawei, OpenServe, Telkom Consumer, and the Telkom Group. Thank you to the judges, mentors, coaches, and everybody who has played a key role in making today a success. All the best to every single entry. We look forward to the success of your winning, not just today, but as you grow in your career, in your life, to continue to impact the country, and the continent at large. Thank you and all the very best for today.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yankees. Great pleasure to be welcomed by you to this program. So we are going to proceed. We were given two challenges by Amdocs that students have tackled. Tik is going to give us more detail about these two topics, and afterwards we'll go directly into the presentations by the different universities that have taken part in solving these two problems.
Sure, thank you, Sabi. So in today's world, we all know that telcos they are undergoing massive transformations, and with this massive transformation, customers are also looking for personalized solutions. Their expectations are sky high, and rightfully it is sky high. Although at the other end, telcos who are continuously improving their services, they are looking for giving best services to their customers as well. But at the same side of it, they need to save the cost as well. So what we are looking forward for, the challenge is that we are looking for an intelligent solution, and that which offers hyper-personalized solutions, and giving best services that can deliver the best of the services to the customer. Students are welcome to use the latest technologies. They can use generative AI. How do they deep dive into generative AI to bring the best of the solutions to the telco world? And of course, with rapid growing technology, they can come up with whatever they prefer. But at the end, the approach here is that they must bring the proactive solution to the customer. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratik. We can also talk about the second challenge, I think, because the two are related. The two are related in how they occur. And we're seeing this a lot at Telkom, and I think other providers see the same as well, just to provide context for how the two topics were divided among the students.
Yeah, sure. So the second solution is also quite similar, but then the solution is towards helping telcos to avoid the frauds that are happening around. So currently in the majority or in the major part of the world, we see a lot of fraud that goes around, and telco have to suffer financially a lot, and as well as they impact their customer experience. So the second solution or the second challenge that we are looking forward is how to proactively prevent fraud using the upcoming technologies, and that's what it is all about here.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much. We are going to immediately go into our presentations. Have been informed that the first team that is going to present to us is FeedMe Tech. And again, for the sake of our audience, we have teams from across the country. Some teams are actually from outside South Africa within the region. We have seen submissions from Malawi, Eswatini, Lesotho, etc. So great pleasure to welcome the FeedMe Tech team to start their presentations. And if you could start by introducing yourselves, which university you come from, and then we can go directly into your presentation.
Okay, hi, I'm Keith Mabasa, and I am one of the group members, the leader. I have Blessing Adefila and Ribotile Mulala. We all attend Varsity College, and we are studying computer science, and it's our final year. Okay, can we start?
Thank you. Yes,
okay.
Sure.
Okay. Hi, once again, I am Caitlin Mabasa, and the one thing that I can tell you is that in order for you to truly know your customer, it is through their data. And imagine a world where customer frustrations could turn into actionable insights, and every complaint pretty much leads to a better service. In South Africa's evolving telecommunications industry, customer dissatisfaction is at an all-time high. But with beta, what we pretty much do is that we change the script by delivering a better customer experience in real time. FeedMe Tech is a team of innovative developers and analysts dedicated to enhancing the customer satisfaction in the telecommunications sector. Our team includes Blessing Adefila and Ribotile Mulala, both experts in business analysis and database management, working alongside me to pretty much bring this vision to life. So the one thing that we're answering is, what are we solutioning for? Okay, so with Beta, what I can say is that we provide data-driven decisions at your fingertips. Imagine this, NOMSA alongside 3 customers have been dealing with long wait times and poor communication from their mobile service provider for months. Frustrated, they turn to platforms like Hello Peter Trust, Pilot, Review.io, and social media to share their feedback and hoping that someone will finally listen and resolve their issue. But what if I could tell you that companies could act on this feedback in real time? These pain points could be addressed before they even escalate. So that's where Beta pretty much comes in. It comes in by taking these frustrations and turning them into data-driven, actionable insights, right? Helping businesses to make data-driven decisions to improve the overall customer experience. Now, I'll just hand it over to Blessing, who will pretty much explain to us how it tackles these solutions heads on. Thank you.
Thank you, Kidley. I'll be telling you guys how our solution Beta works. Beta could work in just 5 easy steps. Firstly, Beta collects automatically scrapes user feedback from various sources such as Hello Peter, Review.io, Trustpilot, and other social media platforms where people go to express their frustrations. Our platform then analyzes these customer complaints, identifying recurring issues such as long wait times and bad customer service agents. The manager, whoever responsible, then checks the dashboard, seeing the metrics like the number of complaints placed throughout the month and the department responsible for it. Based on the insight, the manager then delegates tasks to a relevant department, assigning roles to address these core issues. The department works on resolving these recurring problems, improving customer experience, reducing negative feedback, and improving the overall brand of the company. I will now pass it to my colleague Ribotile to tell you about the value proposition of Beta.
Thank you, Blessing. I will be talking about the value proposition of our solution. Let's explore the innovative business model behind Beta. Key partners drive our success, including telecom companies, e-commerce platforms, financial institutions, retail brands, marketing agencies, as well as customer service providers. Together, we're building a robust ecosystem that supports our mission. At the heart of Beta are our key resources and key activities, which include data scraping, sediment analysis, and through data pre-processing. These activities empower us to deliver real-time insights to our clients. Our value proposition is we provide faster issue resolution, personalized interactions, improved communication, and real-time alerts. Companies can expect enhanced decision-making, operational efficiency, and actionable insights, all backed by a scalable data infrastructure. In terms of customer relationships, we emphasize automated support and personalized service for premium users, ensuring they receive consultative support when needed. Our customer segments include telecom companies, customer support teams, marketing departments, SMEs, and research firms. Each of these segments benefits uniquely from our offerings. Finally, our channels for reaching customers consists of API integration, a user-friendly web dashboard, email notifications, and dedicated consulting services. The next slide will talk about market size. Beta provides real-time insights, a flexible integration with existing company systems, and delivers departments specific breakdowns, ensuring faster issue resolution and tailored decision making, giving us a competitive edge over existing solutions. Welcome. Today, I want to highlight an exciting opportunity in South Africa's booming telecommunication landscape. With over 100 million active SIM cards and millions of voices on social media like Hello Peter and Twitter, the demand for an exceptional customer experience has reached unreached levels. Globally, the customer experience management market is projected to grow from 7.6 billion in 2021 to 7 billion by 2026. Why? Because Businesses must adapt to heightened customer expectations and the digital shift. Beta is here to lead the charge, providing companies with AI driven tools to tackle customer segments effectively. While competitors like Hello Peter and Brand's Eye offer segment analysis, they fall short in providing real time insights and precise integration. Globally, Hootsuite Insight and Sprout Social are great, but they lack the flexibility and scalability that Beta delivers. I'll hand it over to my colleague, Blessing.
Thank you. Now I'll be telling you about the cost breakdown. Now let's talk about how we'll efficiently build this platform. Our fixed cost for the initial development is projected to be totaled at 400,000. This includes scalable cloud infrastructure, API development, and compliance measures to ensure that we meet privacy regulations such as the GDPR and the PUPI Act. Once the platform is launched, we optimized our monthly cost to be between 45,000 to 52,000 per month. This covers ongoing cloud hosting, maintenance, customer support, and marketing. Now, I know you're all thinking, how will Beta make its money? We plan to have three flexible pricing plans. Next. First, the basic plan at just 500 per month for small businesses. Then the pro plan at a mere 1,500 per month, offering real-time alerts and deeper analysis. Then the enterprise plan at 5,000 per month for large companies who require custom solutions. Imagine with just companies using Beta, we're projecting 1,175,000 per month in revenue, or the big number, for 14.1 million annually. And that's just the start. Adding data licensing and consulting services, we are looking at 16.1 million in annual revenue. This solution is not only innovative, but incredibly scalable. With our revenue projections, we are poised to be highly profitable, even in the early stages. And because the platform is built on a scalable model, our costs stay low while our revenue has room to exponentially grow. Now, I'll hand it over to Kitli to tell you why Beta is so special. Kitli, Mike.
You have 3 minutes, please ensure that you make time.
You're mute.
I'm so sorry. I was saying, um, our solution Beta, it's built to be scalable, and it is designed specifically for customer-centric growth, which means that as the demand grows, so does the platform's ability to manage it effortlessly. It's also incredibly flexible, which means that it integrates seamlessly into existing systems, adapting to the unique needs of any business. That is seen through its API approach, meaning that if any business needs a certain service or needs certain insights, they will be able to receive those certain insights tailored specifically to them. What makes Beta also truly stand out is its ability to create value. It does this by delivering real-time feedback. It equips managers with actionable insights by improving decision making and enhancing the experience for both the customer as well as the business. The platform on its own, it also provides strategic direction. Right? It does this by pinpointing problem areas within the business, which allows companies to focus on targeted solutions that improve customer experience. And when it does it with divisional level precision. It offers tailored insights for specific departments and ensures performance tracking, and it addresses the issues exactly where they're needed. So Beta isn't just a, a tool that just collects data, but it is pretty much a tool that is made for transformation. So after this, I will just be demonstrating what it would possibly look like in terms of the API approach and what it would look like in terms of the company if they were to implement it. And yeah, thank you.
Welcome to Beta Customer Complaints Dashboard. This interactive tool empowers companies to visualize customer feedback in real time with dynamic charts for common complaints, department involvement, and key topics. Managers can easily track recurring issues. The emotive keywords and customer behavior charts offer immediate insight into customer sentiment, allowing swift action. This seamless data visualization turns feedback into actionable steps, improving both customer satisfaction and operational efficiency.
Okay, thank you very much. This presentation was done by Blessing, and what it pretty much outlines is how it shows the metrics that are followed by each and every single process within the business through the department, the common complaints, the keywords, the emotive language, as well as the solutions that are being sought. So that once the manager decides to make use of those, they can just target the specific things that the customers are looking for, pretty much addressing the pain points. So
Well,
You off right there. Apologies. I did
sorry,
let you go
I'd like
over
to say thank you very much
a
for.
I'm going to cut
Okay.
you a little bit. You are a bit over time, but I did allow you to go over because the panel already asked you some questions. But because we have now seen the demo and the questions, I'm going to ask the judges if maybe we can take two questions, two additional questions, since we have now seen the slides a bit more clearly this time. And with the demo, two questions from the judges, if any. Pratik, and then
Okay, thanks. My question is, how do you feed back to me as a customer? I've written whatever I have on Hello Peter or on Twitter, but now that you have found a way to resolve this, how do you feed back to me?
Okay. In terms of feedback, we know that on platforms such as Hello Peter, your Trustpilot and Review.io, they're usually agents that look through the complaints that are there. So once you have processed, like once you have logged your issue, what happens is that it's sent through to us. And once, depending on the kind of package that you're going with, if it's basic, premium, or pro, the notification will be showed, right? And with the notification being showed, this is where we empower the different departments and divisions to make sure that, okay, now we're going to look into the specific parts of the social media, look into what are people saying, and through what is being said, we just pretty much are gonna discuss, like mention that, okay, we've noticed, we've heard your plea, your complaint, and we will address it promptly. So it'll just pretty much be able to just, it'll answer the questions or just response to whatever feedback was provided.
great. Thank you. One more question?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So
Thank
my
you.
question is in line with what Piki already asked. So my question is that how do you authenticate the user? If it is correct or not. So again, two parts to this. First is that if I have written a complaint, I have just written a general complaint, whatever I may have, with a particular telco. How would you find my details? Does it fit into your organization or not? And second is, let's say even if I provide my details, how do you authenticate, whether these details are correct and it's not a fake complaint? So what are the precautions, or what are the methods and procedures you have put in place for this?
Okay, in terms of the complaints part and just making sure that we analyze everything accordingly, we have built a scraping algorithm. So like through the scraping, we pretty much look into how long the person has been, for example, we look into the data that is being scraped, right, through the different websites. From our API approach, like through this demo that we showed, we were making use of Hello Peter, Trustpilot, and Review.io. So what we pretty much do is that we do that by just validating whether this person has been having an account for like a while, or whether they've posed any other reviews previously, just to ensure that everything is sent through accordingly. And then once you've also logged your issue, we also have additional what do we call it? We have additional processing, right? So our additional processing, what happens is that we use libraries such as NLTK, right, which uses lemon, lemmatization. I'm so sorry. I've been struggling with this word ever since, but we use that to pretty much look into like what is being sent, right? So that we can validate whether this aligns with the company's um, offerings, like what the company pretty much offers, and through the generative AI models such as your Gemini AI, as well as your BERT and GPT-4, we pretty much just make sure that what you've sent through, it has to have some sort of sentiment. It has to showcase what you're trying to convey. And also, in addition to just also having the Genesis script, which pretty much takes whatever you sent through as a customer. If it was informal, it takes that, and then it also provides the system with the appropriate context so that we can just make sure that each and every single thing is being sent through and is accurate.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Tim. Thank you. And thank you again, sincerely for your patience, fellow panel of judges, and to you, Team FeedMeTech. We are going to move on swiftly to the next team. The team calls itself KO. I believe that we'll get to understand the full meaning of the acronym. So let's get right to you, Team KO. Let's move on to your presentation. Introduce yourselves, your university, and get directly into your presentation, please. You all have 10 minutes, including the demo.
Okay. With rising churn rates and increasing customer demands, the real challenge for telcos today is delivering a service that not only attracts but retains loyal customers. How do we do that? Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are Team KO for Komocho and Orifuna from the Telecom Industry Solutions Lab. And today we'll be pitching our solution for challenge topic 1. Our agenda will cover the following: what we're solving for, what our solution is, what our value proposition is, what makes our solution special, and our POC demo. Telco companies are facing a challenge in retaining customers through increasing competition. Despite the average retention rate sitting at 78%, which translates to a 22% churn rate, companies still fall short of the ideal target of 80% retention rate. To show how serious the churn rates are, Dr. Patrick Sohoka last year made an example that a company with just 5% churn rate having 20 million customers will lose about $180 million if each customer spends $15 on average. We found that the root cause of the high churn rates are that the telcos fail to provide timely and personalized customer service. For example, we have someone like Nandi, a student and a content creator, signed up for a telco plan that promised her unlimited data and fast speeds. But after a few weeks, her internet became much slower, making it hard for her to upload videos and join online classes. Frustrated with the long wait times and unhelpful customer service, she eventually found out that her data was being slowed down because she had used too much, something she didn't know about. Stuck in a contract she couldn't afford to cancel, Nandi kept having problems, even missing a school deadline because her internet stopped working. Even though the telco gave her some temporary offers, the issues continued. Now she's planning on switching providers, realizing that she now needs a reliable service more than special deals. On the other hand, we have telcos like Teleconnect SA that are aware that they need to focus on proactive customer retention, cost optimization, improved customer support, and stronger data security and privacy to stay competitive. These improvements will help them engage customers earlier, offer better services at a lower cost, and build trust through secure data management. Currently, Teleconnect struggles with high customer churn, leading to lost revenue and increased cost to acquire new customers. On top of that, growing concerns over data security and privacy are making it harder to retain customers' trust. Addressing these pain points will be key to ensuring the company's future success. I will give it to Orifuna to take you through the solution.
Okay. Our solution was modeled to create um, seamless and proactive customer retention and engagement journey. Leveraging consumer insights in to identify at-risk customers and prioritizing them and ensuring that they have efficient communication channels, personalized recommendations, and automated support via a chatbot. So, I will take you through our customer journey. The telecoms company will use advanced data analytics and AI driven tools to gather customer insights, identifying patterns in customer behavior, usage trends, and pain points. Data sources include usage patterns, billing history, and support interactions and quality metrics. Okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Trying to share a proper screen. Do it this way.
Should I project from my end? Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, the telecommunications company will use advanced data analytics and AI-driven tools to gather customer insights, identifying patterns in customer behavior, usage trends, and pain points. Our data science sources will include usage patterns, billing history, support interaction, and service quality metrics. The insights will help the company categorize customers based on their risk of churning, utilizing predictive models to flag those at high risk. And then we'll use trigger-based engagements. Once a customer is identified as being at risk of churning, the system will trigger personalized retention campaigns. These campaigns can include special offers, discounts, or loyalty programs designed to re-engage the customer before they churn. And service consultants will receive alerts to reach out to these customers via non-intrusive channels such as SMS, emails, or the chatbot itself, with personalized messages addressing their specific concerns or interests. On the customer side, a chatbot will be deployed across digital platforms to provide users with a convenient way to interact with the service provider without needing to make a phone call. The chatbot will be equipped to answer queries related to problems, services, and offers, providing detailed information based on user queries. And now I will take it back to Khumujo to give you our business model. Thank you.
In terms of our business model, the value that we're proposing is real-time customer retention targeted to the large national telcos, where our solution offers advanced AI-driven insights to predict and prevent churn, enhancing customer loyalty. We're also proposing scalable personalization for the regional telcos, where our cost-effective solution delivers hyper-personalized services, improving retention with limited resources. Lastly, we're proposing targeted retention on demand for the mobile virtual network operators, where we offering a pay-per-use access to churn prediction and personalized plans focusing on high-risk customers efficiently. In terms of our cost structure, we're looking at costs like AI model development, cloud infrastructure costs, system integration, and the others. Our model is designed with scalability in mind, leveraging cloud-based architecture for seamless expansion and price flexibility to meet various customer needs, by also integrating automation and offering it as a software as a service solution. It ensures easy adoption and efficient scaling without the need for a significant infrastructure investment. Our solution offers flexible pricing to suit the different needs of our different customer segments. We have a subscription-based model for the large national telecom providers, a tier-based model for the regional telco operators, as well as a pay-per-use for the MVNOs to ensure affordability and scalability throughout. So what makes our solution special? Looking at what our competitors do, we have direct competitors like Conversosocial, who focus on AI-powered social media support, managing interactions on platforms. We have Clickertel, which uses AI chatbots and messaging for customer segments and proactive support. We also have Brand's Eye, which leverages AI and machine learning to track customer sentiment across channels.
KO team, you have 1 minute. If you have a demo, please wrap up and proceed quickly to the demo in the next minute.
Okay, I'll hand over to Orifuna to take us through the demo.
Can I please get your attention as we show you our demo? Okay, what's going on? There's no audio, Kumujo.
You can proceed and maybe voice over. Team KO, we can see your slides. We can see the window that you're demoing from. But in the interest of time, if there was voice, potentially you can voice over the demo.
Welcome to the demo of our Intelligent User Experience Engine, IUE, a game-changing AI solution set to revolutionize telecom customer experiences. First, let's explore the customer support dashboard. Powered by AI, the IUEE analyzes real-time data to track key metrics like churn rate, CSAT, and ticket resolution time. But what sets it apart is its ability to predict churn, showing not just past data, but forecasts for the next 3 months. It even calculates the revenue at risk from key churn drivers like billing issues and slow response times, all in real time, enabling you to prevent churn before it even happens. Next is the active customer issues and proactive alerts screen. Here, AI prioritizes tickets by urgency, offering one-click resolutions. But the true game changer? Proactive alerts that spot potential issues before they escalate, empowering your team to solve problems before customers even notice. Finally, the customer profile and personalized recommendations brings hyper-personalization to life. IUEE analyzes customer usage and behaviors to deliver tailored retention strategies like network optimizations or customized offers. The system even assigns a churn risk score to every customer, letting you act preemptively to keep them engaged. In closing, the IUEE is the powerful bridge between telcos like Teleconnect SA and customers like Mandy. By harnessing AI-driven insights, predictive analytics, and personalized solutions, it creates seamless, proactive experiences that keep customers engaged and satisfied. More than just a tool, the IUEE redefines how telcos connect with their customers, turning every interaction into an opportunity for loyalty and growth. This isn't just innovation, it's the future of telecom customer experience, happening today.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Tim. And now over to our panel of judges. Because of time, I'll only allow maybe 3 questions from the judges.
Okay, my first question, let's just go back to the uniqueness of this. If we are working with an organization that already has a chatbot, already has a social media page, why should they have this? Where is the uniqueness of this?
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for jumping the gun, but I feel like this is a different approach in the sense that it gives you insights on how the customer feels and how much at risk they are of churning. The chatbots, the chatbot acts as a data source for the insights dashboard, but it does not really solve the problem or alert the people of what actually is the potential of the customer churning. So our analytics help you with determining which customer is actually at risk of churning and which ones do you not really need to worry about at that point in time. So I feel like it's just a way to improve your customer service and making sure that your customer experience is a top-notch one.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Two quick questions.
Yeah, thank you, team. Okay, but it was a great presentation. Although I have a question regarding the churn model. So there are various churn models, okay, which are currently used in the telco industry, and one of the biggest limitation of the churn model is the failure to determine the main characteristic of a living customer, of a departing customer. Okay, so what are the use cases, okay, that you have where you will be identifying when the customer would be leaving? Okay, if you can emphasize on that, please.
So on our dashboard, it also shows you the timeline of how the interaction with the customer has been from the beginning since they joined the telco company. Since they joined the telco company. So based on that, you can see how much their relationship has been with the telco since they joined, and that also helps in giving you like a base model of how long it would take for this person to actually get to a point of being fed up and changing service providers. I don't know if that covers your question well.
Yeah, partly it does. Okay, although okay, it doesn't answer me that what are the use cases, okay, that you're looking into. If you have, I can give you 30 seconds, okay, if you can answer that. Else we'll move to the next question.
Okay, so we've looked at use cases where the person is unhappy with the telco and they have expressed frustration over and over again through calling the customer support center and also reaching out on social media and the chatbot. And all of this have shown that the more people are annoyed with the service, the less they actually want to deal with the service provider. So that helps us in determining when a person is at the highest risk of churning.
Great. Last quick question, panel, and we can quickly move on to the next team.
My question is on the multiple touch points where the data has been going to be collected and the accuracy of that data. So that's where my question is.
So with regards to the accuracy of the data, it's something that we thought about. Hence, we don't rely solely on social media because with social media, people can use pseudonyms and whatnot. So we deal with like the personal interactions that people have with the telecom company. And that is through the emails that have been communicated in between the telco and the customer. And we also use the billing history and the interactions that they have had with the teleco. And that's how we will know for a sure fact that the person that we're communicating with is actually our customer and not just a random person who's trying to troll and etc.
Thank you very much, team. Before you get off the stage, what does KO stand for? I'm not sure we got the meaning of the acronym, the team name KO.
So KO is Kumucho and Orofuna, but it also has a double meaning for knockout team. We're hoping we knocked you out.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, team. Incredible to hear all this. It's different perspective, I think, judges. As you can see, the students are interpreting, customer experience from different angles. Very, very interesting to hear the thinking that went not only into the solution, but into how you're interpreting the problem itself. And then we now have within this category Team CC. I believe you must be ready to proceed as well. And just like KO, we are very interested to know the meaning of the team name CC. And before you proceed, please do let us know which university you're presenting from or which institution you're joining us from. Team CC.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Yes, I'm from Team CC. I'm Refuah Baloyi, and I'm from the University of the Western Cape. And yeah, today I'm gonna be presenting my solution too. So I'm using my phone, so I don't know if you guys mind if I turn off the camera and share my slides through my phone.
You may proceed. Are you a one-person team?
Yes, I am a one-person team.
Great, great. Please do share your presentation so that the judges can have a full view of your slides, please.
Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
We can see your screen. You may proceed.
Okay, can you see me?
Your video is off. I'm actually going to request if you can stop sharing, and I'm going to ask that the team in the control room potentially projects your slides for you. But for now, actually keep your slides on and begin. Tech team, if you could try to project Team CC slides, you can take over the presentation. But please begin. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning once again, everyone, and it's a great honor to have the opportunity to present here today. So my name is Refuah Baloyi, and I'm here to introduce to you Pay Guide, which is a proactive payment assurance solution that solves the challenge of rising payments defaults in the telecom industry. But Pay Guide is more than just an AI payment assurance. It does not only help customers manage their payment, but also ensures data security and compliance. So what are we solving for? So there's a need for digital products as we're diving into a more connected future. And telecommunications companies offer more of their products using credit payment options. But on the last year, in the telecommunications industry, payment defaults has increased by 20% amongst Gen Zs and millennials. Yeah. So this leads to service interruptions and lost revenue and higher churn as customers tend to change services after missing payments. And also the cost that is needed for manual interventions to manage missed payments is also too high. So, and while there are also other companies that are offering or that are addressing this problem, Pay Guide predicts defaults early and engage with customers across multiple channels and offer personalized customer support. So how do we do this? We collect data by integrating seamlessly with telecom providers' billing systems, and also we aim to integrate with Amdocs customer engagement platform, giving us real-time access to payment history, spending patterns, and customer behavior. This integration will be native, so it does not rely on external systems, which will make the data more secure and compliant to POPIA regulations, while we're also using end-to-end encryptions and secure data handling protocols. So yeah, that is a picture of the Amdocs customer engagement platforms. It shows that it delivers, it engages with customers through various channels, and that's what we're gonna use also as an advantage to scale up the solution and reach out to more customers faster. So, I'm sorry, okay, while we're still here. So, reaching out to the customers. Customers are going to engage with a chatbot or maybe through an app or through an SMS, through WhatsApp or websites. So it's gonna give them proactive support, whether they are asking they want to sorry, whether they want to postpone their payment, whether they want to postpone their payment, financial advices and reminders. It can also give them reminders of like when payment is due before the due date. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, our business model. So PayGuard delivers value in several areas. For businesses, it reduces payment defaults, increasing cash flows and profitability, which also improve operational efficiency because it reduces the need for manual interventions for people who default on payment. And also it ensures data security for customers. So for customers, it gives proactive support by giving personalized reminders, flexible payment options, and which will help them avoid penalties from missing their payments. And by engaging with them through a multi-channel platform using SMSs, emails, apps, and websites, WhatsApp, and other social platforms, it's easier to understand how customers behave and understand more about and give a more personalized advice to the customers. So our business model, we're going to be charging licensing fee for the telecom providers, and then they're going to be paying monthly or in a year basis. And then for the cost of the structure, we'll need to pay for building with IBM Watson AI, which starts from about $500 a month, but it depends on the items that you use. So they estimated, according to the items that I've identified for building the model, which is a predictive model, it's about 100,000. And that also includes the chatbot model that is built on GPT language models. And then the infrastructure cost for cloud hosting and storage for data, it's an AWS, which is free to start, according to like for startups. And also maintenance and continuous model training costs, which can also come at like as the solution grows and starts scaling. So now it's not a problem. So what is our unique value proposition? So we offer customers proactive reminders and personalized payment options, of which we help customers avoid missing payments and give them more freedom when it comes to paying their credits. And for businesses, we help them reduce churn, improve profitability, and retain revenue. Yeah, while reducing the strain on human agents, because it's costly when people are trying to reach out to customers, and then sometimes they don't pick up, and then you have to do it over and over and over again. So with a proactive agent, it can reach out to you through any platform, whether it's SMS, WhatsApp, where like a customer can easily interact with it, get the option, get the solution that they have problem with for their credit payments. And what sets us apart from our competitors is that we do it faster. We predict it faster before it happens, before the due date. The model that we've built, which is built on random forest, it can predict if a customer is likely to default from a payment. A few days before the due date, which helps like the customers to at least have other options, whether to delay the payment or set up another payment option, whether to change the plans or skip for that month without having penalties. So I'm not really a technical person, so I just did something with Figma to show the look and feel of the app if it was an app. So yeah, that is my demo from my side. There's no video. So it shows the interface where a customer is interacting with the board. And it shows also a dashboard for the customers to check all their credit things. And now, it will give responses to them, whether they wanted the receipt, an invoice or a receipt for the next month, and other options to change plans if they wanted to change plans.
Mr.
And then
Baloy,
the predictive.
you have 2
Hello?
minutes. You have 2 minutes left. So if you have a demo, maybe wrap up so you can make some time for your demo as well.
Okay, this, I don't know if you can see it, but this is my demo. So
Great.
I don't have like an actual demo. So this is just a look and feel of the interface of the chatbot.
Perfect.
And
You
then
can
the
proceed.
predictive. Okay. And then the model that analyzes the financial patterns and history of the customers is built on what's on AI on IBM. So I couldn't attach it here. So it predicts if a customer is likely to default on a sample of customers. So the ones that are at the high risk is going to engage with them, giving them proactive support, whether it's changing plans, whether it's delaying their payment, depending on what the customer wants. So it allows customers to have more freedom. So, and that's it from me. So what I'm asking is I'm asking for a technical team and some support from Amdocs to help me deploy to a small group of high-risk customers to at least refine and test and improve this solution, because it does not only improve customer satisfaction, but also ensures revenue retention and also operational efficiency to telecommunications providers. So we look forward to helping too many South Africans get access to digital products through credits and having more freedom when it comes to managing their credits and getting more connected into a hyper-connected future. So thank you for listening. I'm happy to answer your questions.
Great.
I can stop sharing and
Great.
just connect with my screen.
Sure. Mr. Baloy, please, again, for the judges' information, what are you studying and at what level of study?
A BCom general course. I'm doing a third year. I'm majoring in economics.
Okay, great. I wanted to mention that because what we saw with the participants who signed up for this challenge, we saw quite a multidisciplinary perspective. We didn't have only students in technology, which we loved. In the kickoff, for example, we had students from law who were saying, are we allowed to participate as students who are not in engineering or computer science? Are we expected to code all of our solutions? So you'll see that some of the teams, they have a proof of concept, which is more from a conceptual level. And we do appreciate seeing the diversity of the backgrounds that the students come from. Thanks, Mr. Baloy, for helping us with that perspective. So I'll open up to the floor, to the judges for questions to the Team CC.
Yeah, I can go first. Okay, thank you, Team CC. It was a good presentation, okay, being the sole worker, okay, on that topic. It was a good thought. Although I have a couple of questions, okay, if you would have studied, okay, any of the telco model, you would have known, okay, telco already has got a lot of tools, okay, lot of procedures, okay, for collection of money. Now there are two kind of customers, okay. There are loyal customers who are failing, okay, to pay the amount on time. They will go to a telco, mention, okay, that okay, if they can make a payment arrangement, they can downgrade their services. And on the other side, okay, there are customers who would maybe, okay, kind of do a fraud, okay, or intentionally, okay, won't pay. What I would like to understand from your solution is, how would you proactively identify the customers who are not going to pay, and especially on the second side of the use case, okay, which I have given, where customers are not willing to pay, okay, how do you identify it? especially again, okay, this is more okay in terms to pre-identify the revenue leaks. So how do you identify, okay, what does your solution bring in to bring in such customers, okay, or to notify you?
So customers who are willing to pay, but
not willing to pay.
They can't pay, but and there are also customers that are not willing to pay. So because we are going to use past payments data, financial history data, we are going to identify them on like their spending habits and also credit score. So if we see that this person's credit score is decreasing, and then it means that for more especially they are under financial pressure, and also they are not being like compliant to paying their credits or their dues in time. So using that, we can detect if a customer is very good at paying and they are also not willing to pay. I don't know if that answers well.
Okay. Okay. So you are saying that you are constantly going to check the credit scores of the customer.
Yeah, it's going to integrate with people who we're going to use APIs to connect with companies that offer those credit score. In real time, it's going to detect if it's going to a customer's credit score is changing. So whether in a period of a month or 2 months, whatever interval. So it's going to detect if it's going to detect when it's decreasing and say, okay, it's going to reach out to the customer and say, okay, this is what is happening. These are the options that you have. And then also on the other side, for telecommunications providers, they can see which customers are more at risk of who are not going to pay, who are not willing to pay. But for now, the only thing that we have identified is that it classifies them into 2 sections. It's only people who are at risk of defaulting and people who are not at risk. So that's how it works for now.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions from the judges, please?
Yeah, I just want to be sure of, is this for existing customers or customers that are about to be using telecommunication business? Because if we can all just check as to how people get credit firstly, organizations check from credit bureaus if those people qualify or not. That's the first part of it. And for existing customers receive reminders of payments through SMSs, through emailed statements, and that is a reminder. So if you're saying this will remind them, customers already have reminders, and we must say that for customers that are not willing to pay, how then do you make them willing to pay through the app? Most of the times customers do not pay because they don't have the means to pay, or they could have used probably fraudulent documents, proving that they can be able to pay. And that's another topic going from the vetting process of having that customer in. But if this is for an existing customer, how do you make a customer that is unwilling to pay or does not have the means to pay anymore to pay?
Good question. I never thought of such. But according to our solution, for a person who is being onboarded, they have to consent to us accessing the data of their financial history and financial spending patterns. So through that, we can check if a person is just like how telecom providers assess when a person is credible or not. So we're gonna check they're gonna give us consent to check their data, and then if they don't we see that they are not compliant to paying, then we can exclude them. And then for existing ones that are not willing to pay, and then they don't have the means, they can have other options to access other plans. So we do this before the payment deadline. So earlier intervention, maybe days before that the deadline happens. So when those SMSs are sent as reminders, they are interactive. It's not just an SMS that says, okay, your next debit order is next in the next week. So it gives you more an option like, okay, would you like to reschedule? Would you want to take another price plan or something like that? So it's not just an SMS or an email that comes and say, okay, there's an invoice for this month, and then you're gonna pay in this. It's due on this date. So what we offer is just it's an interactive way of like, okay, customers have options. They have freedom to say, I can reschedule then. Okay, I can change the price plan at least so that I don't end up defaulting, but also end up like complying so that you don't end up like being blacklisted. Because from there, if you get taken to the credit bureau, you won't have access to credit, and you might need something in the next few months or years.
Great, thank you. Judges, we are out of time. Thank you very much, Mr. Baloyi. We will not have time for more questions, but there will be some time at the end for judges to give some feedback if there is any. We're going to go on a break now, and when we come back, we'll be doing feedback as well as the winner announcement. Thank you.
We're living through an age of wow moments. There are signs of the incredible digitally driven progress reshaping every aspect of our lives. But this amazing era doesn't just happen. It depends on the work of visionary companies who depend on a seamless digital world where advanced networks, clouds, and business systems form the engine that keep us moving forward. At Amdocs, we're empowering our customers' digital transformation. We get to know their businesses better than anyone, building their foundations for the future, partnering with them at every step of their innovation journey to turn their boldest ideas into reality so they can make billions of users feel like VIPs, so they can make the leaps forward that make society tick and industry talk. Behind the experiences that make the world say, wow, you'll find us helping those who shape the future to make it amazing. Amdocs. Make it amazing. We're living through an age of wow moments. There are signs of the incredible digitally driven progress reshaping every aspect of our lives. But this amazing era doesn't just happen. It depends on the work of visionary companies who depend on a seamless digital world, where advanced networks, clouds, and business systems form the engine that keep us moving forward. At Amdocs, we're empowering our customers' digital transformation. We get to know their businesses better than anyone, building their foundations for the future, partnering with them at every step of their innovation journey to turn their boldest ideas into reality so they can make billions of users feel like VIPs. So they can make the leaps forward that make society tick and industry talk. Behind the experiences that make the world say, wow, you'll find us helping those who shape the future to make it amazing. Amdocs. Make it amazing. We're living through an age of wow moments. There are signs of the incredible digitally driven progress reshaping every aspect of our lives. But this amazing era doesn't just happen. It depends on the work of visionary companies who depend on a seamless digital world, where advanced networks, clouds, and business systems form the engine that keep us moving forward. At Amdocs, we're empowering our customers' digital transformation. We get to know their businesses better than anyone, building their foundations for the future, partnering with them at every step of their innovation journey to turn their boldest ideas into reality so they can make billions of users feel like VIPs. So they can make the leaps forward that make society tick and industry talk. Behind the experiences that make the world say, wow, you'll find us helping those who shape the future to make it amazing. Amdocs. Make it amazing.
Great, welcome again. We have had all the presentations previously on customer experience, and as we said, there is within the similar context a topic that another set of teams was working on relating to fraud detection, as you know, is commonly seen and increasingly becoming problematic in the telco industry. So before we announce the winners of the first section, we do have a team that, you know, unfortunately has to go and take a test shortly. So we are going to allow them to present, even though they are part of the second team. And then after they step off the stage, we will proceed to give feedback and announce the winner of the first topic on customer experience, on personalized customer care. So the team Cyber Gang, please do get ready to present. And as you do get ready, I wanted to comment to the judges that this team is from Eswatini. And last year we had a team, not a very large team, that participated in the challenge from Eswatini. And the one team won the Huawei challenge, and they came to SATNAC in the Drakensberg. They had a wonderful experience. They learned quite a lot, were exposed to, you know, to many elements of research in the community as well as industry, which is what we hope this program can achieve. And what has been really heartwarming is to see now this year when we called for applications, we got over 20 applications from Eswatini and Lesotho as well as Malawi. So we're seeing that the success of that small team from last year has truly inspired other teams as well. So Team Cyber Gang, you are welcome, and thank you so much for making the time, even though you literally have a test in 40 minutes. Please do proceed, and we will take some questions for you after you finish, and then you can rush to your lecture theatre.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pesisha Matuna, and I'm with my colleagues Sibo and Veli. We are from the University of Eswatini. We're doing PhD on level 4. So we will be, we chose the name Cyber Gang looking at the problem that we have to solve. So actually, we are an organized group of an individual who will use technology and the internet to engage in criminal activities. So that's what Cyber Gang actually mean, according to our understanding. I'm not sure if you get me over there.
We can hear you well.
Okay, thank you. So we are looking at intelligent fraud detections on securing prepaid and postpaid provisioning. So our agenda will look at the problem, and then we will go on and look at the proposed solution to the business model discussion, and then we'll look on what makes our model outstanding. We haven't done the demo part, but so what is the problem that we are looking actually? The background, we are having telecommunication fraud that is growing concern in the industry of about 12% increase in fraud losses in 2023. So this amounting to an estimate loss of about 38 billion. This is about 25% total of the telecom revenue. So actually, we're gonna look on the international revenue share fraud, which is the IRSF in abbreviation. So actually, international revenue share found is a scheme where fraudsters artificially inflate traffic to high-cost international premium rate phone numbers to generate revenue. So we're going to look at on that international revenue share fraud as our most persistent form of fraud. So the key pain point that we're gonna look on our problem is that our model have to be in real-time detection. It have to look on the financial losses, reputational damage. It has to be good in rapid response needed, and actually complex fraud scheme. So I will take it to my next colleague, Sibo, to look on the proposed solution. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sibo Brendan Dlamini, and I'll be taking the proposed solution. So first of foremost, I would like to propose an exceptional model whereby the model will combine temporal models with graph-based analysis. So the major attributes that we'd like to outline, which were featured in the model that we have constructed, is that the model will basically have a graph structure whereby countries are going to be treated as nodes, and there's actually going to be a graph convolution network that will be able to extract spatial information from the given data set, as there's a picture on the rightmost corner of the slide. And there will actually be there is a gated recurrent unit that incorporates temporal data. And we have actually employed what is called a dual model optimization strategy, whereby there are going to be two kinds of models. First of almost, there will be the focusing-based model and the construction-based model. And lastly, the isolation forest algorithm will be used to generate the anomaly scores from the given dual model strategy that is going to be used. So moving on to the technical approach. So first of almost, the time series on the data set would be extracted from the original data set. And we're going to actually create some data metrics of data patterns across the countries and time, so that we form actually a relationship between these two attributes. And then there will be a graph attention network that will be able to learn the patterns or on the data, so that it actually can learn from it. And we are going to be employing a sliding window that will be essential in order to diversify the data that is going to be given. And the autoencoder will be used as a global characteristic. So we'd like to put emphasis on the optimization of the model, in terms that it would be using a focusing and a construction-based model. And this we believe that is going to be able to learn the anomaly detections which are on the data set. moving onward, I would like to touch on the business model and further discuss it further. So I would like to start on the value of the model that we have constructed. Firstly, the model will deal with real-time fraud detection in the telecom network. It will minimize revenue share fraud, minimize revenue loss in fraudulent activities, and improve customer trust certification, and it will enforce compliance with regulatory requirements. And moving onwards, the model can be monetized in a form that subscription services can be charged to telecom providers, and incentives can be actually charged for each and every fraud that will be detected. And we can actually even further customize services for the given telecom company, provided they make those kinds of specifications. And there might be expert consultations on how to further prevent frauds, and actually train staff on how to use the model. The cost structure of this model includes the development cost, whereby machine learning experts can be employed to work on the model and improve it for a real-world testing, and many more things. On the scalability part, we would like to put emphasis that this model does not actually focus on the telecom side only. It can actually be translated into financial sectors, whereby there are transaction fraud will be detected on, and the potential for international market expansion, and also improvements to incorporate different other fraudulent activities and patterns. I would like to leave my next colleague to actually take on the next slide.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Veli Sabat. So my colleagues have done most of the work, so I'll just touch on the results of our model. So our prototype has demonstrated high performance with a recall of 99.9% and a precision of about 49%, and an F1 score of about 66%. So we had a problem with the computational power, so we couldn't really train our model to reach its full potential. So, and we had a problem with our data set, so we had to construct it. So but we were able to overcome those challenges, the data set part, but the computational part, the computational resources part, we couldn't. But we've come up with the results I've just mentioned, and call to action, we will, by supporting the further by supporting us, the further development and implementation of this project, stakeholders can play a crucial role in reducing financial resource losses, enhancing customer trust, and strengthening the integrity of the telecom industry. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Tim. That was the end of your presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Highly appreciated, and for making it right on time. So I'm going to look now to the panel of judges to ask some questions, and then, as we said, we are going to park this Team Cyber Gangs presentation for a while we announce the winners for the first session. But let us ask them questions, give any feedback before they need to drop for their exam.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So thank you for the presentation. Okay, but definitely it is one of the most common frauds, okay, across telecom industries. What I would like to understand is regarding IRSF, okay, the fraud. the main implementation, okay, means how are you going to integrate it? Because within the telco space, okay, the telco network space, okay, it is quite complex. There are various network modules, okay, which are involved. So because you mentioned, okay, it is going to be real time, what would be your implementation like? If you can just give a glance on it, please.
Okay, on the real fraud detection, the model will actually study the patterns that are on the data set, because on the other international revenue share fraud, what actually the fraudsters do is that they make what is called test calls. So those test calls is actually making calls to the what is called the international premium rate numbers, so that they can have the right combination in which to know which number is working. So that is our main focus, is that we are going to learn those patterns, and when we see those patterns, then the model will actually flag it, so that we can know that these people are possibly going to make the international revenue share fraud.
Great. Would you like a follow-up or?
Yeah, maybe a follow-up part would be, okay, that within the telco space, the number of calls, okay, that are made, we are talking about billions of calls, okay, in a month. When you combine prepaid and postpaid, okay, that volume will be significantly higher. Firstly, okay, what algorithm, okay, would you be using? And secondly, is your solution scalable enough, okay, to support such volume?
Okay. So we'll be using the graph attention networks, and so basically our solutions tries to leverage both the power of isolation forest and attention networks. So, and our model is very scalable. It can handle like most volumes. I mean, it can handle large volumes, we believe. So it's just that we don't have the computational power to assess ourselves.
Okay.
Okay, that answers. Thank you.
I think that's exactly where the problem is. The fact that you are not able to assess, even with not real data. But that's where the challenge has been, because the telco space has huge volume of data. My question is more about the recall being 99% and then the precision being 49. It's, remember, you want to halt fraud, and your precision is less than 50. That's where I have a bit of issues, because you said your computation couldn't run fully. What are your plans to deal with that part?
So we think, like, if we're given like sensitive data, we could like increase our precision, because it does with some insight from experts in the industry. It can also has a room to increase. Just partnering, I think, will help increase the performance of Monday.
Okay. Thank you, team. Are there any last questions for the team, or we're good? We're good. I promise we're good for the team. Thank you so much, Team Sabagang. You will hear the outcome of your presentation when you come back from your exam. Hopefully by then, the rest of the team will have presented, and you will be informed of how you did. But thank you so much for making the time and for the presentation this afternoon. Thank you so much. And with that, we are going to change now gears almost back to the place where we left off, which is to prepare to announce the winners for the first topic that is posed by Amdocs, focusing again on personalized customer service. But before we proceed with the announcement, the topic of customer experience is difficult, not only in telecommunications, across the industry as a whole. I believe in banking as well, Promise.
Yes.
And what I heard as experts when we were giving the questions to the teams is that there's complexity within this that maybe, you know, researchers as a whole and innovators in the industry have to think about when we approach solving customer experience, especially now thinking about the application of AI and other technologies. So may I please ask that you all give your feedback to the participants, but generally to our audience, and challenge us as innovators to think a bit differently when we think about customer experience and personalization in how we deal with customers. Professor Thomas, I'm going to begin with you and come on the line in terms of the sitting, and we'll conclude with the announcement of the winners, please.
Yes, I think our three teams did some fantastic work looking at the various issues that a lot of companies are facing, not just in the telco space. But what I realize is the fact that to solve customer experience issues, we need deeper research. I think that's more important, especially understanding what exactly is on the market at the moment and what are the shortfalls. I think that's where innovators are supposed to be looking at. It is not so much about the idea dropping into your head and then running with it. It is also so much about you understanding what exactly is on the market as expectations are going up. What is it that we are finding it very difficult to deal with? So that's the comment and that's the challenge that I would throw out to innovators. That yes, indeed, it's great to think about something innovative, but innovation is not really valuable if it is not solving or it's not identifying a specific gap in the market. So that's where the challenge is. Identify a clear gap and make sure that the gap is going to solve a problem. And if you're going to commercialize it, then you must also look for specific uptakers that are going to take it up and then foot your bill as well.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I just want to first say that they have brilliant ways of coming up with solutions. That was really very interesting to listen to. And I know that coming up with customer satisfaction is very difficult across all the industries. And one of the things that blew my mind actually today is how these three different teams from three different universities and three different sectors or divisions or what they are studying actually can see where the problem is. But the solution part of it is what is mainly difficult. And as Professor said, I think maybe doing more research is what's going to help. Going back to the first team, I don't know if I'm allowed to just do them team by team.
Yes, you may.
Yeah, but going back to the first team, maybe if we can just look at the response. They spoke about sourcing information from different social media platforms, but the answer that we did not get is to how does then the customer receive the feedback? Is it through social media again? You know, that's one of the things that you can look at. But that was a brilliant idea that you came with, and the last part was looking at how to making customers pay, customers that are not willing or not able. I loved that idea so much, and because it looks at also the economic way of doing things in the industry. So that's one of the things that also needs proper research as to how can we really make customers pay. I'm going to take that question home to say how can we really make them pay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mnahe?
Thank you. I think Prof and my colleagues here have said a lot, but customer experience is a very difficult profession. I mean, how many are we in the world? And it's not going to be easy to satisfy me. I mean, it's neither you. So but it's an interesting topic. It's a topic that we have to get into. Yes, we would try and use AI in trying all this, but also cultures, where we live. You know, I always look at AI and interpret what it says about me living in Hamuhali in some area and you staying in Sentin. It becomes two different worlds in trying to solve that. So that's where the research, as Professor said, has to be in. How do we improve these things for the betterment? Right.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. And Patrick?
Yeah, thank you all. So it was great to see. Firstly, okay, we had 3 different teams with 3 different problem statements. That tells, okay, how much of work is actually required to be done in improving customer experience. Okay, and again, not only in the telecom industry, okay, it follows across the industries. What I would say to all the teams is that do not reinvent the wheel. Okay, there are a lot of solutions which are already available. Use the technology, leverage on those technologies, and deep dive, okay, in focusing and solving one particular problem. And again, okay, it cannot be one solution. It has to be ever evolving solution, because as and when technology improves, okay, there will be hundreds of different things, okay, you can do, okay, to again, okay, deep dive and improve it. So it is going to be innovation on top of innovation, and that's where, okay, we would help, okay, to lead to solve all this customer experience problems.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. And now we are at the moment of truth. Did you receive the email, Mr. Mnaheng? The email has been received from the control room based on the decisions that came from the deliberation of the judges. So as soon as our CEO from Amdocs South Africa has received the email, we will now have the announcement. And just to remind everyone that the winning team for this challenge is going to win very high value electronic devices and other prizes that are sponsored by Amdocs. The team is invited to attend SATNAC, which is starting on the 6th of October in the Kruger National Park. So this team will have the opportunity to join us in Kruger National Park to attend SATNAC, where the leadership of Amdocs and Telkom and SATNAC will award them for this significant achievement. And lastly, as a team, they stand a chance to win what will be known as the ultimate SATNAC Innovator Award, to be awarded by the by the SATNAC chairperson at the SATNAC conference. And without further ado, the CEO of Amdocs South Africa, Mr. Piki Mnaheng, will now announce the winner of the first topic issued by Amdocs.
Okay. Thank you. It is my pleasure to announce that Team FitMeTech won this session. And just to make sure that I've got the correct team, I would like to talk about the team members. Mr. Mabaso, Kitli, Blessing, and Rebotile from the IIE Varsity College are the winners. Congratulations. To the other 2 participants, we say again, let's try and see the way we can collaborate. There were ideas that came out of those, but for today, it is the FitMeTech that won. Thank you.
Congratulations to Team FitMeTech, and as Mr. Mnaheng has said, to the other teams, you made it here as a finalist for this particular topic. We began with almost 15 or more teams that were participating in this particular topic, and having made it to the stage is in itself a significant achievement. And we hope that also the learning that you have picked up along the way has indeed been valuable. And we'll be picking this up with you as well to see how we can take these innovations further. And you'll be getting the support from our academic and industry experts that are here with us today. Congratulations, and to our live audience, we'll take another short break to switch over to the second Amdocs topic, and we'll see you again shortly. Thank you. Okay.
We're living through an age of wow moments. There are signs of the incredible digitally driven progress reshaping every aspect of our lives. But this amazing era doesn't just happen. It depends on the work of visionary companies who depend on a seamless digital world where advanced networks, clouds, and business systems form the engine that keep us moving forward. At Amdocs, we're empowering our customers' digital transformation. We get to know their businesses better than anyone, building their foundations for the future, partnering with them at every step of their innovation journey to turn their boldest ideas into reality so they can make billions of users feel like VIPs. So they can make the leaps forward that make society tick and industry talk. Behind the experiences that make the world say, wow, you'll find us helping those who shape the future to make it amazing. Amdocs. Make it amazing.